Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I'm back with another video. I apologize. It's been a few days since I've made a video. Things have been crazy. Work has been crazy. Shout out to Mama Crypto and casual crypto investor. We were celebrating her birthday this past weekend, so super excited for that. But yeah, man, I apologize. I know I've been MIA for a little bit, but I'm trying to get back into the saddle, giving you this crypto content. A lot of things are happening in the market right now, which is great to see. The inspiration for this video is literally, I think the timing of it was just perfect. And that's why I had to hop on here and give you guys some content, because I was talking to a family member and talking about crypto, and I was recommending various cryptos that I'm investing in. And, I was saying that I'm kind of putting together somewhat of a blueprint of my exit strategy. And so, in talking with this family member, it really dawned on me, okay, I'm getting to the point in terms of like what my holdings are. I'm not going to mention what my holdings are, but I need to really start, coming up with a plan, and coming up with an exit strategy. And so, and I know even I've been investing in crypto for several years. I want to say anywhere between 5 to 7 years or so, at least circa 2017 or so, or 2018. Started very gradually, very small. And then obviously where I am now is that I always just put a little money aside into crypto, no matter what. If it's $5, if it's $10, if it's $100, whatever, loose change I have, I always just put it into crypto because it's better than just keeping it in the banks, right? And so I'm getting to the point now, I'm happy to say that, like, okay, I need to really start, planning a strategy here. And so I came across this article in terms of how important it's going to be to have a strategy, because a lot of people are predicting that XRP is going to fly off the handle. I've heard estimates of $10, $20, $50, all kind of, they're saying, some people have even said that maybe it'll even hit $100 by the end of this year. And so, for me personally, I want to be able to have a plug and play exit strategy. So that way, when we hit certain price points, I'm going to be shaving a little bit of XRP off the top, and using that money to obviously invest in other assets. And so, yeah, so I wanted to create this video for you guys to help kind of maybe plant a seed. If you've already have a strategy, let me know in the comment section down below. But I wanted to start planting that seed into all you crypto holders' heads, that you need to start planning for a particular, or planning for an exit strategy. So let's get into it. Got a lot of great content I'm going to share with you today, and let's just take a look at the overall crypto market. So currently, right now, Bitcoin is up over 6%. We are sitting at $94,000. Ethereum has had a very nice run, sitting at $18,000. I remember it was at $1,600, not $18,000, $1,800. Excuse me. I recall it was sitting at $1,500 to $1,600. And now it's having a nice run, up well over 10% right now. XRP has been doing its thing too as well, sitting at close to 8%, sitting at $2.27. Even though the market is currently down, we are getting back to close to that $3 trillion market cap, which is great to see. I would love to see us eventually get over that again. But I'm very, very content on where we are currently right now. All right. Before we get into the content, quick shameless plug, make sure to follow me on my X account. You can follow me there to stay updated. I've been tweeting consistently on there too as well, even though I haven't been able to make a lot of videos because my work schedule has been crazy. And so, sometimes it's easier for me to tweet than it is for me to make a video. So if you want to stay locked in with the casual crypto investor, as well as what's going on in the crypto space, make sure to follow me over there on X. All right, so let's get into this article. It says right here, expert says if you don't have an XRP plan, you'll be reacting under pressure. Sorry, I got tongue tied there, but and I agree with this 100%. And literally, the date this article was written, I was literally talking about this yesterday with my family member, and it's very important that you're not reacting unexpectedly, or like the article says, under pressure. You want to be strategic. You want to be deliberate with what your kind of non-negotiables are with whether your exit strategy, with, how much you'll hold, portions you'll sell. You don't want to be kind of like scrambling on these exchanges and being just like, oh, let me just sell now, let me sell now, or let me buy, let me sell, let me, no. You want to have a concrete strategy. It's almost like anything, right? Sports teams have a plan before they step on the court or before they step on the field. I know this might be a bad analogy, but even, in military and war, right? You have a strategy. Now, things might have to, you might have to shift, here or there, but you have some type of framework to work with, right? It's the same thing. You have to have that same type of mindset with your crypto holdings. You have to have a strategy. All right. And so let's dive into this article that we have for you today. It says Black Swan Capitalist co-founder Vandal Alarha. I think that's how you pronounce it. I definitely follow these guys. Definitely follow them on X. Definitely love their content. They have a lot of great information that they share. I think it's a brother team. I can't remember his brother's name, but they founded this company together where they share a lot of crypto content. They do interviews and all that kind of stuff. But basically, Alarha has boldly warned market participants against underestimating XRP. All right, and so obviously, I'm a big fan of XRP. There's no shocker there. He argued that skeptics could be putting themselves at a disadvantage in the future without strong XRP plans. Alarha expressed this perspective in a recent tweet suggesting that next significant move for XRP will be swift. Okay, so we're talking about potentially not a just gradual uptick. It could be one of those situations where you go to bed and XRP is at $2 and then you wake up the next morning, hey, it's at $5, right? Or even greater than that. So this could happen, and this does happen in crypto, okay? So it says, according to him, the pressure of reacting on the fly could prove costly for those without a clear plan. XRPL's value to be evident over time. So he says the XRP ledger is designed for fast, low-cost transactions and is already being tapped as a tool for large-scale adoption in cross-border payments. As we know, even during the lawsuit, not XRP, but Ripple was laying the rails for connecting with various banking institutions all across the world. All right, which was very unique. I don't know too many companies that are able to grow during a huge lawsuit. Okay, all right, they were still partnering with many large scale banks overseas. Okay, moving on, it says more recent case in Ripple's takeover of Hidden Road, a financial institution that processes $3 trillion annually. Okay, in volume. All right, they process $3 trillion. Okay, imagine if that $3 trillion is on the ledger. The announcement noted that XRPL will henceforth be the tool for Hidden Road's post-trade transactions. So all that money is going to be on the ledger, guys. XRP will improve the initial 24-hour settlement time to just 5 seconds, which is absolutely insane. Okay. Now, pundits like Alarha, and I'm probably murdering his name right there, believe that as more institutions and enterprises begin to recognize the potential of XRPL for seamless transaction, its role as a settlement layer will cement itself over time. All right. So once they kind of have a trial run with this, more and more institutions will want to use this technology. Okay. It says here, XRP's next move to be instant, leaving little room for reaction. So meanwhile, Alarha believes XRP's next major move will occur instantly. Okay. Instantly. All right. I can't remember what that one, oh gosh, it was the guy who predicted, the incident that happened with Donald Trump and I believe in Pennsylvania when basically, they had that attempt on his life, and he, foresaw that XRP shot up to, $10,000 like overnight or like instantly, right? So I'm not saying that that's going to happen. What I am saying is that a lot of people are speculating that there is going to be a huge price move with XRP. And if that happens, you want to be prepared for it. And even if it doesn't happen, right? Hey, it's better to prepare and then it not happen than not preparing and it happens and you're just SOL, right? Okay. So he says this bold suggestion raised eyebrows among community members. Specifically, one commentator sought clarification about the justification of XRP's next move being dramatic. Alarha replied that it would be due to an influx of liquidity. Okay. So they just purchased Hidden Roads. Okay. $3 trillion is coming to the ledger. All right. That's going to happen. Okay. And once they see how well this works for Ripple and Hidden Road, it's going to just domino effect. Three could turn to six, six to turn to nine, nine could turn to $12 trillion on the ledger. Okay. Moving on, it says notably several key factors could contribute to the influx of liquidity leading to the rapid rise in XRP's price. These include, the launch of spot ETFs, which is another catalyst, right? Because what do they have to do? They have to buy XRP, okay, in order to sell these funds. Institutional strategy investing in XRP, as seen with other assets, Ripple's regulatory developments and partnership announcements too, as well. So these are catalysts that can also dwindle down the supply. And what happens when supply and demand? When you don't have enough, when you have more demand than you have supply, what does that do to the price? It raises the price, guys. This is like economics 101 right there. Okay. Moving on here, it says XRP proponents like Alarha believe that the potential impact of these developments on XRP's price could leave those on the sidelines with insufficient time to react. Community commentator Del Crypto has even argued that investors have until Ripple releases a new plan for XRP in its escrow to accumulate the asset cheaply, as the news could send XRP soaring. Now this is pretty interesting right here. All right, if you're not familiar with Jim Rickards, is a financial specialist. I believe he was also an advisor to the CIA too as well. Oh yeah, it says right here. Yeah, former CIA advisor Jim Rickards claims that fund could drastically reshape the financial landscape, echoing the sentiment of Farina urged investors to get on board with XRP or risk missing out when its value skyrockets. So even he's saying that XRP could skyrocket. Up here, they also mentioned that that President Trump could soon unlock the 150 trillion fund allegedly hidden in a secret trust since 1873. So there are rumors, and I'm gonna pull up an article for you right here. This is on Yahoo Finance. Okay, so I'm not making this crap up. Okay, I'm bringing you the real deal. This article came out March of last month, 2025. All right, so this year. Okay, so he's saying that basically that obviously currently right now the U.S. is 30 plus trillion in the hole. Right, we already know that the deficit is crazy. He's saying that Donald Trump could potentially, now there's rumors that there is a $150 trillion national endowment that they can unlock to wipe out the current U.S. debt. Okay, so he says right here, this is coming from Jim Rickards. He's in the know. He's well connected. Okay, he said that we've been told that America is broke. That's a lie, says Rickards. We're sitting on $150 trillion fortune sealed off from the public for over 160 years. So basically, the U.S. has some money tucked underneath the mattress. Okay. He basically said it's enough to pay off the national debt 4 times over. Rickards notes, if you divide this figure by the number of households in America, each family would get a check for $1 million. Okay. Absolutely insane. That would be incredible. Okay. All right. So that is rumored. Okay. So we'll see what happens with that. But will that happen? Probably not, to be honest with you. But hey, it's on the table. Okay. Wrapping up here, it says, meanwhile, critics dismiss these claims, claiming these baseless and accusing promoters of exploiting the situation. Essentially, ambitious suggestions from XRP proponents remain speculative as XRP bull momentum closely aligns with broader market optimism. So, I'm not saying that verbatim all these things are going to happen. I'm not going to, blow smoke and be like, okay, yeah, XRP is going to 10,000 tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. But what I am saying is that there's never been a time in crypto, and I'm sure you could probably agree with me on this. Okay. There's never been a time in crypto where we're seeing mass adoption. We're seeing banks starting to use this stuff. We're seeing companies starting to use this stuff. We have a US government who's looking to work with crypto. There's so many positive things happening in this space that we need to be ready for it. So guys, let me know in your comments. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, rather. What are your thoughts on this? Do you have a plan? Just type yes if you have a plan. You don't have to go into detail. Okay. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that we need to be prepared? What are your thoughts? Love to engage with you in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe so you can stay locked in and we can prepare together for some good times. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope everyone has a great day and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.